2011, some of you don't know, I suffered from a heart attack. And was taken to the emergency room. And, as they rolled me in that emergency room, there was nothing wrong after that. But, it was the calm before the storm. As they took me into one of the rooms, the tips of my toes started to feel cold. And my parents had passed on. It's been 20 years now. My dad's been gone. It's been about 8-10 years since my mom had left. But as I laid there they were. They were standing at the foot of my bed. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you guys are dead. What you guys doing here? And I can still feel and I still can see my mom standing there smiling. She's like patting my feet, my foot area, my leg. She looked at me smiling. And my dad took off his cowboy hat and he looked at me. Then I knew what was going on. And he opened his Bible. This one here, this is my dad's Bible. This is one he had standing there in front of me. He opened the Bible to Psalms 23rd chapter. And as I looked at him, he started to read, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." And it was just with power. And in my mind, I said no. But still, I can feel that coldness on my feet coming up more and more. My hands started to get cold and numb. And then, as my dad started to get to the part where it said, "Thy rod and thy staff, they shall comfort me," I started to say it with him. And that's all I remember. Pretty soon I opened my eyes, and I was like on this road, probably about wide as this pulpit. I was going, and there's green grass all over, and it's high, and there's all real deep ditches, and there was a guy down there fixing a fence. I know him, but I don't know who he is. As he looked at me, he waved, so I waved back. And I remember going into a place, and I could see daytime, but I could see way off far. Like at night when you're driving, you can come into a city, you can see the lights. I've seen that. And I want you to, there's no words that I even can think of to tell you that what the feeling was. But I remember saying this, I can rest. Oh man, I can finally rest, is what I said. The Bible declares that there is a place, the New Jerusalem. And the Bible declares, like I said up in Newtown, that God Himself is going to come and wipe away the tears from your eyes. The sadness that we feel. In this time of season, we all think of our loved ones. And this season is a lot of people don't know. Maybe my sister don't even know. But since my dad and mom had gone, it's always hard for me. It's always hard for me to stand up and play guitar. It's always hard for me to sing and to get up and talk because my dad was always there. My mom was always sitting there. Always praising God. Always boosting me. Sometimes I get up and I stand alone. But I know that one day the Bible declares that we're going to meet by the river. And I remember, and I know all of you sitting in here tonight have loved ones that have gone on. But we still have to go on and strive on. That one day that God's going to come down and we shall be meeting by the river. Last night I was thinking about my brother Titus. a spirit of tears and crying came over me as I started to pray for him. Charlie was a big part in his life and ministry. She was always there beside him, no matter what. And as I thought and sat at home thinking about Brother Titus sitting at home, how hard it must be for him. But I know that he's a man of prayer. He prays a lot. Many times I call him and I can hear in his voice that he's lonesome. He misses her. She was always there. She'll stand there and hold that songbook for him, and she'll sing and dance. If people don't clap their hands, she'll say, "What's the matter with you? How come you're not clapping your hands? You don't want to praise God." She'll rebuke everybody. She loved the Lord. But I know that one day, someday soon, we're going to see all our loved ones. And a young girl that was singing up here, the parents, they need to know what they have there. They need to know and give their hearts to Jesus. She is the bell sheep of that family. Long ago they had the shepherds will have a bell sheep out there. And if one goes astray, that one that's lost will hear that bell and come back into the fold. And Jesus is the shepherd. Jesus is standing, again, like I say, at your heart's door knocking. And I truly believe that you just have to take that step and let him into your life. Just simply say, "Jesus, come into my heart. Forgive me of my sins." And it'll be a better life. All of us, including me, we were in a prison of sin at one time. But Jesus came and signed our pardon, that we may be set free. And I want to sing this song in the key of E, everybody, and dedicate it to each and every one of you. I once was in sin prison.